children of all ages, welcome back to another edition of the Zita Nation. To all my friends and family, fans and followers, Marks and Smarks, thank you for joining us here for a very special extended 50th episode Wrestlemania extravaganza edition of the Revolution. I am your host, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Emperor Zita! Coming to you from the greatest place on earth, the Fortress of Solitude here in Etobicoke, Ontario, Canada. So this week it is Wrestlemania, the greatest day of the year for me, the one day that I look forward to every year more than my birthday. Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's, Easter, Halloween, all rolled into one. We have a very special wrestling rant for you this week. I will give you my predictions on the biggest show of the year. Plus, and keeping with our WrestleMania theme, I went down to see G.I. Joe Retaliation featuring The Rock, and I will have a review and preview of that for you as well. One thing I have to complain about is the fact that certain people always like to tell me that wrestling is fake. It's choreographed, it's planned, but saying it's fake is devaluing the entertainment that it brings to the masses. It is a billion-dollar company, a billion-dollar industry that travels the world and entertains millions upon millions of people. Saying wrestling is fake really makes me angry. And my argument to you is, if wrestling is so fake, then why don't you lay down on a mat and let me jump 15 feet off the top of a cage and land on you without killing you. So to all of the unwashed masses out there that complain that wrestling is not real, well, why don't you take a look at WrestleMania this weekend and you will see how incredibly athletically gifted the men and women that step into that ring and put their lives on the line just to entertain us every day are. Anyways, that is more than enough from me, so let's get on with the show. Rock and roll, WrestleMania style, baby! And here we go. So, how do you feel about wrestling?
It's okay. Happy WrestleMania. I don't like all of the wrestlers. Well, Daniel Bryan definitely needs to shave off that Billy Goat thing that he's got going on. It looks kind of gross. Cody Rhodes needs to shave that mustache. He looks like a pedophile. It's been boring lately with just blah 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 talking. No real action. Honestly, don't really have a favorite. There's wrestlers that I think are very attractive and cute, like Randy Orton, John Cena, and The Rock. See, I just pretend to like it with you. The only reason why I watch is because you look really cute in those spandex little underwear. Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite by far. Always has been. I wish he'd come back. I'll make sure to hit the liquor store for WrestleMania. Should be interesting. Definitely gonna have a few drinks that'll help me get through it with hubby's insanity, because hubby gets very, what's the word, obsessed and goes a little bit overboard. Cena and The Rock. This is what I'm looking forward to most. Undertaker all the way. I just really don't like Punk anymore. He's gonna win until he retires. They're not gonna let him lose before he retires. You keep saying that, Mark, but
I wasn't getting any younger. It was a sober thought. So have another drink and give me all you got. Let me go. They come and rock your world. Let me go. They make me shimmer and shake. Standing in the midnight rain. I got my head on tight for the shade. Let me go. Come on, take me home tonight.
So keeping with our WrestleMania theme, I had headed down to the theater, down here at Cineplex Odeon on the Queensway, to see G.I. Joe Retaliation featuring The Rock. So I'm headed inside. I'm hoping that this new G.I. Joe is better than the first one, because to be honest, the first one sucked donkey nuts. And you can't go wrong with The Rock and Bruce Willis in the same movie. This is what I'm going to see. I hope it's as good as it looks.
I don't ever tell you you fight on me. Not from my back, I don't. It's just that Captain Duke House now leads Joe Tactical Operations. Under Duke's command, on Roadblock, Lady J, Flint, and Snake Eyes. Ruthless terrorists known as Cobra Commander and Destro have been captured by the G.I. Joes and placed in a maximum security prison. But the Cobra operatives, Storm Shadow and Zartan, remain at large.
That's on the rise. Like your panties.
You love my pennies.
No, we're not doing that. That's not gonna count.
Cheers,
G.I. Joes are no more. Jinx, cousin to Storm Shadow, Snake Eyes, it is our time to join the fight and defend the honor of our fellow G.I. Joes.
So we just got out of the theater. The movie was okay. It was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's a 5-star movie, but the action was fantastic. The storyline was a bit weak. I don't like that they killed off Duke, if he is really dead. What happened to Scarlet? What happened to Ripcord? What happened to General Hawk? And the entire team of Joes that was in the first movie. No explanation as to their whereabouts. Roadblock should not be in charge. The Rock played him decent, but no rhyming. Flint should have been in charge of the mission because if you remember the cartoon, the hierarchy went Hawk, Duke, Flint. Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, pretty cool. Bruce Willis was not needed. It should have been Sergeant Slaughter. I liked it, but I wasn't impressed.
She's looking at the camera.
Can you show me what your feet do? Anthony has taken over Magda's side of the bed. It now belongs to the Anthony Zita Corporation. It's in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman! You can't see me.
It's a sonic cannon.
So WrestleMania is upon us. Happy WrestleMania to everyone out there. First, let's start on the pre-show. We have The Miz versus Wade Barrett for the IC title. Now, Wade Barrett has done a decent job as IC champion, but I don't see him retaining. I think this will be the first of a few title changes on the card. I hope that The Miz wins, and I really think that The Miz is going to take this match.
Awesome!
Then we have Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls versus the Rhodes Scholars and the Bella Twins in an 8-person intergender tag match. This, I think, will be my bathroom break match of the night. I really see the Rhodes Scholars and the Bella Twins winning. Why else would they bring the Bella Twins back? Just to have them lose at the show of shows. Then we had the Battle of the Monsters, Ryback versus Mark Henry. At first I was really excited about this, but after hearing about how badly their matches were bombing at house shows, I think this is going to be the stinker match of the night. I don't see Mark Henry winning here unless somebody interferes to take out Ryback. So my prediction is for Ryback to actually come out victorious.
We more!
We have a 6-man tag with The Shield, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton, Sheamus, and the Big Slow. Now, I want the Orton-led team to win, but I really think to help keep the momentum that The Shield is going, that they are going to walk out victorious in this match. And we might even see a Randy Orton heel turn, which would be great because Randy Orton sucks as a face. Then we have the tag team titles match with Team Hell No versus Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston in his debut match. Unfortunately, I see Team Hell No losing this match, losing the titles, due to AJ's interference. I think this is the first title that Dolph Ziggler will win at WrestleMania.
Yes!
Then we have the match I'm least looking forward to, even though it is featuring Y2J, because he is against the worst gimmick ever in Fandango. Fandango is going to take this match. I hate Fandango. I think he sucks. I think this spot would be much better for Zack Ryder. I'm hoping that Zack Ryder comes out and interferes in this match and takes out both Fandango and Jericho and turns heel as well. Speaking of Zack Ryder, to interrupt my predictions for a minute, I think he's going to find a way to get on the card because it is in his hometown where he has a huge following, and I think somehow he's going to find his way onto WrestleMania. I'm just hoping he brings out the Big O with him as his new bodyguard and they just go out and destroy. I'm just hoping that after WrestleMania, Zack Ryder starts to get a push again. Because if not, then WWE should just release him and let him go down to TNA, where he might be able to make a bigger name for himself. Now, the World Heavyweight Championship match between ADR and Jack Swagger might actually have some decent wrestling, even though Swagger stunk it up against the Great Khali. But really, he's against the Great Khali, and it's very hard to pull out a good match against that lumbering, useless oaf. Now, I do see ADR retaining here, but this is where I hope to see Dolph Ziggler cash in his Money in the Bank contract and take the World Heavyweight Championship for his second title of the night. Now, on to the 3 main events of the evening. First off, we have Brock Lesnar versus Triple H in a no-holds-barred match. Now, I do see Paul Heyman coming out with Brock Lesnar for this match. And as we found out on Monday, HBK will be in Triple H's corner. Mr. WrestleMania is back where he belongs. And I totally see him getting a WrestleMania moment by super kicking Paul Heyman in the face. I think Triple H is going to take this match just because Brock took the last one.
It's closer time!
Next up is the match that I am looking the most forward to. The Undertaker defends the streak against the best in the world, CM Punk. Now, if you watched Raw on Monday, you saw how incredibly awesome they finally built this match. What a great ending, brought me right back to the Attitude Era, because it was controversial, it was edgy. I think these two will steal the show, but I do not see him beating The Undertaker. I totally see Undertaker defending the streak, going 21-0. And finally, to the main event of the evening, the match that has been subtly built since last year's WrestleMania, subtly my ass. John Cena versus The Rock. I think it's going to be a great match. It's not going to be the best match of the night because nothing will top Taker and Punk. But I do think these two future Hall of Famers will put on a fantastic main event. I went around to my friends and family and asked them who they thought was going to win this match.
Rock. The John Cena.
Got it, John Cena, baby.
Rock.
Cena. Rock.
I think Rock's too old, so we're going with Cena.
Rock. John Cena. The Rock.
John Cena.
Now, my personal opinion is that John Cena is going to walk out the new WWE champion. But there's no way they're going to let John Cena lose 2 years in a row at WrestleMania in the main event. Now, what everybody's hoping for in this match is the ultimate heel turn of heel turns. A heel turn that will top Hogan's. Everybody wants John Cena to turn heel. Now, if they're going to do it, this is the perfect opportunity to do it. How awesome would it be that the only way that John Cena can beat The Rock is through underhanded tactics? Would like to see a heel turn, but I don't think they'll do it. I think John Cena does too much as a face and the hero of the company. It would break every kid's heart, including my daughter's.
You can. Wrestlemania! Oh, look! Everyone is here. Did you eat the bunny put some in your room? That bunny gave to me an Easter present. He gave me new markers. You better hold the phone while I pick up the eggs. A princess is simple! This bad guy's in the kitchen. Yeah, and yeah. And I got him! I was the water in the bathroom. You see, you were Robin. You played the real film. I'm having a lot. Okay? There's a bad guy. I found a bad guy.
Hello.
You can do the love. You can have the hammer now.
Ed.
I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah.
I'm fine now. You hit him, okay? He's invisible. Let me try it.
Hello, people.
It's Grandaddy!
Hello, people. It is
Comic Book Day!
That's right, it's Comic Book Day. Welcome to our very special WrestleMania edition of Comic Book Day this week. So we're on the subway headed down to Rob's. We have the Empress and the other monkey with us, as you can see right here.
Hi, people.
And I am here with my wonderful partner in crime, Princess Katherine, and we are headed down to... That's right, to Excalibur Comics. We're going to see the Prophet and the Expert today. We're going to get Fred's opinion on this year's WrestleMania because he is the only wrestling expert I know that knows as much as I do. So we will... see you soon, people. So we are down here once again at Excalibur Comics. Magda and the baby went to the bank, so I don't have to carry the stroller today. So it is a Steps of Doom day, but it's not a Steps of Doom day at the same time. I know she'll be back later with the stroller, that we will end up going up the Steps of Doom.
This is Excalibur Comics, 3030 Bloor Street West, upstairs above the Kingsway Theater.
No, I'm not going to do that to my...
Hi, it's Fred Diana here. I'm an Indestructible Hulk number 6 here, and what's interesting about this issue is that for the very first time, the Hulk actually lifts the hammer of Thor. In the past, the Hulk tried to pick up Thor's hammer. he couldn't do it because he's not worthy. Or Captain America and even Superman can pick up Thor's hammer, but the Hulk, because he's a savage Neanderthal, can't do it. But in this issue, I'm sure they'll explain why he can pick up Thor's hammer. So, and also, if you're a big fan of Mark Waid and Walt Simonson, this is a great issue to pick up. Age of Ultron. Two of my favorite are on it. Brian Hitch, who's also like a marvelous artist and stuff. Even the more simplistic stuff, he'll be able, if he can pull it off. Very well done booklet as well. Pick this sucker up. As well, there's Spider-Man, which is interesting at times. Not too crazy about the artwork, but it has an interesting storyline with, of course, Doc Ock being in the body of the good old Spider-Man, so we're wondering how long this is going to last. For good old DC, I would say give it a shot. Try the new Swamp Thing. It's got a new team that's working in the books, a little bit different, but alter ego. Basically, it's going to be a tribute issue to Joe Kubert. This gives you a retrospect of the material that Joe Kubert worked out through we're talking about from the 40s up until 2012. Well, what I think of Wrestlemania, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Good old John Cena, not The Rock, is going to lay the smackdown on Dwayne. I mean, it's obvious that the Rock will not be the champion at the end of Wrestlemania. You know, people are always against John Cena, so they might do a heel turn with him. But unlike CM Punk, I know very much that would work as well, because Cena's such a goody two-shoe guy, so I can't see them doing that. And I'm hoping for, I'm going to also to Triple H and Brock Lesnar. We all know that, well, Triple H will win and beat Brock Lesnar and stuff, because Brock, again, is not fully committed, so we'll see Triple H get that. And as for CM Punk and The Undertaker, I can't see CM Punk breaking The Undertaker's record. I cannot see that. There's a good chance it will happen because they want to maybe do something different for a change. But for me, CM Punk and The Undertaker, no way, not The Undertaker. Fortunately, I wish they had more fuller card, because some of the matches aren't worth even mentioning. They're not even worth paying for it to watch, really.
So, see, my wife made me come all the way back downstairs to pick up this crazy little monkey in here and the stroller so we can have Steps of Doom.
I went shopping.
Man, I wish we brought the van again this week.
No, I don't think he's a Jesuit. They said the Jesuits are the actual military arm of the Roman Catholic Church. They integrate all the secret services, CIA, KGB, Mossad. That's according to a former Jesuit priest who wrote a book called Windswept House, and he revealed all the stuff when he was a Jesuit priest, a high-ranking one. A lot of bits and things they show you on news nowadays. I was looking through Vigilant Citizen. They were talking about the new Brad Pitt movie, predictive programming, World War Z. So it's sort of predicting you or preparing you for World War III. A lot of massive killings and so forth. People are just actually so slaughtered in the trailers, right? There are thousands of people trying to climb over the wall, and the helicopters just come in and swoop down and shoot them all. Scenario, according to that website, that says this is what the Illuminati, how they would like to control things. It's similar to Walking Dead. You have the mindless zombies walking around. He compares them to that the people are animals to be slaughtered. Similar to what Jesus said, I guess. Let the dead bury the dead. Another predictive programming you see recently is Ford saying, Metrolinx, forget it. We're not going to get you guys to tax the people more. Inadvertently, it's preparing people for tax increases all across the board to restructure all the transportation. Report says that Switzerland, their army is preparing for shutting all the borders so that European refugees won't come into Switzerland. The army is actually practicing closing and using the military to fend off refugees if Europe actually collapses. Wrestling, I used to enjoy it until my big brother said, it's all fake. Then I said, wow, if it's all pre-planned, why am I watching this? They already know what the outcome is, and I just didn't watch it anymore. It's almost like watching NHL hockey or even baseball. It seems everything is pre-planned. They know who's going to win already. It's all set up. So it seems all the sports to me now is more entertainment than actually true sportsmanship. And everything seems to me fixed. Just like wrestling. The only one that sticks in my mind is Andre the Giant. But I didn't really know or follow one particular guy. I just used to watch it every weekend and then enjoy the jumping, the stomping, and the flying in the air. But Andre the Giant was a huge guy compared to all the wrestlers. That's the only guy that seemed to stick out to me.
Hey, man.
Stop throwing coins in my vagina! I still wish you well! Tell John Cena to get his hands into my vagina! Actually, ask him if he can look for my medication. I think I lost it the last week. John Cena! Rock's a fucking pussy!
Unfortunately, our WrestleMania special has come to an end. Thank you for joining us here for our landmark 50th episode of the revolution that is the Zita Nation. Come back next week for a brand new episode right here on YouTube. Go back and check out all of our other episodes right here on YouTube. And subscribe to my channel, one word, Emperor Zita, right here on YouTube. Pick up your Drop Dead pinups. Electric Night CD. Find them on iTunes and follow them on Twitter at Drop Dead Pinups. Don't forget to follow me and the end of my WrestleMania countdown on Twitter at Emperor Zita. Head down to Excalibur Comics for all of your comic book related needs. Have yourselves a wonderful, joyous, and action-packed WrestleMania. We the people!